Hello and welcome to Fender Play Live. I'm your host, Matt Lake. This week we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of Woodstock in 1969, Fender Play style. So we've got some special guests lined up and we're going to be looking at some songs played at Woodstock that we have available to learn on Fender Play. We've also got a special surprise performance for you at the end, so make sure to stick around. So drop your questions in the comments and let's get to it. Okay, so please welcome my first guest, Mr. Chris Griotti.
Woo! Yeah!
Great.
Man, great to have you here.
Feels good.
Awesome.
Very good.
Chris is a guitarist, producer, and songwriter for the band Blame Candy, and he's also written, produced music for Grimes, Youngblood, Poppy, and he's touring with Eve Toomer. Welcome, Chris.
Feels good to be here, Matt. How are you?
I can't complain. Play some guitars,
Great to hear.
talking about some great music. So, Chris, how long have you been playing guitar?
I first touched the instrument at age 10, and I haven't put it down since.
Awesome.
Yeah.
First tune?
I nailed Twinkle Twinkle Little Star like
Yes.
a month in.
Yes.
Still vaguely remember it too. So
I won't put you on the spot for that one today, because I don't think they played that one at Woodstock. So we're good. Looks like you're playing a very lovely Strat there. So this is a 60s Ventera Strat.
yeah.
You want to just demo a little bit of that? Let's hear what that sounds like. Were you beautiful? Were you on the front pickup at the beginning and then you popped it back?
Yeah. I really like the neck pickup on a Strat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super expressive.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful. Let's jam on something. So we opened the show with classic song Susie Q, written by Dale Hawkins and covered by Creedence Clearwater Revival at Woodstock. So let's play through that one again. Let's just jam out a little bit. Cool. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Bobby, man, that sounds great. So what a cool tune, great for learning lead lines. The riff is a great blues riff. You get that E minor pentatonic scale down, level 4 of our rock and blues path. You can do a lot of stuff over it. And also just strumming some great open chords. You got your E chord, A chord, and then a B7 chord. But of course you'll play C7 before B7. So definitely like highly blues influenced tune and just like a lot of vibe there, man. What a cool tune.
Yeah.
CCR just released their Live at Woodstock album, and they're close on almost an 11-minute version on this, so you can really stretch it on out with that
Gotta
tune.
do it.
Yeah. So let's play another tune. So on Fender Play, we've got Summertime Blues, originally by Eddie Cochran, but it was covered in 1969 at Woodstock by a little band that you may have heard of called The Who.
Ooh.
So let's jam on it. Eddie Cochran likes it in E, but we'll do it in A instead.
Hey, that could be a good idea, Matt.
Thanks, man. I do what I can.
Wait, hold on. I'm in the Jimi Hendrix Live at Woodstock tuning. There we go.
Perfect. So we go 1, 2, 3. That's super fun. So do you have a favorite Woodstock artist that you could think of? So many great bands play there, so many seminal performances.
Without a doubt. Jimi Hendrix, definitely. Hendrix is one of my first favorites. My dad, when I was like 12, used to take me to blues jams, and I would fall on my ass jamming with a bunch of men that were, I don't know, 4 times my age. And so it was, and we would play Red House, and I would try to get more distortion and get some feedback, but generally was left to a somber blues tone, which, how would you say, it leaves, it doesn't hide anything. You can't hide any mistakes. So.
Certainly not, just a nice clean tone.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Jimi Hendrix' seminal performance, he played it on Sunday morning as people were leaving. They had like supposedly 100,000 people there while he was playing. It was Monday. Oh, was it Monday? Sorry. So Monday morning, about only 30,000 people heard that seminal performance. So we got that going for us. Anyway, I'd like to give a big thank you to Chris for showing up. For our viewers at home, make sure to stick around until the end because Chris is going to come back and do a special performance for us. Ooh. Yes, sir.
Thank you for having me, Matt and Fender.
Thanks for jamming.
Love the instruments.
Oh, man. Beautiful. Now, normally at this point, we would do an insider, talk about some great gear and tone, but since this is a special episode, we're going to change it up and announce this week's giveaway winner. So every week, a lucky Fender Play subscriber has a chance to win a free piece of gear just for watching a video. So if you win, you can choose from a list of guitars, basses, acoustics, amps, and even ukuleles. It's announced only on this show, so make sure to tune in. So without further ado, please welcome Maddie.
Hi, everybody. All right, so this week's winner is, drumroll please, Scott A. All right, congrats, Scott. All right, so make sure to check back next week to see if you won, and make sure to check the video description link to see how you can enter next week. We'll see you then.
Awesome. Remember, the more videos you watch, the more chances that you have to win. So, thanks, Maddie. Please welcome my next guest, Mara Connor. Hi, Mara.
Hi, Matt.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. So Mara is an LA-based singer-songwriter who just finished up a tour. So how long have you been playing the guitar?
I picked up a guitar, actually a Fender Squier Strat, a little starter kit guitar when I was 11 years old. Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, I joined my first I was in like a School of Rock band, embarrassingly enough, at a summer camp when I was 11. And we learned some classics like, you know, Beatles songs and stuff. And,
sure.
And then I joined my first indie rock band the summer after high school with a guy I was dating. I was singing backup vocals. And then I quickly realized that I didn't want to be a backup singer. And I got more serious about songwriting and, yeah, started my own band.
Very cool. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
For sure. So we're often covering a lot of electric songs and electric guitar gear, amps, and stuff like that on this show. But we have a ton of songs on acoustic guitar and Fender Play. And there's some fantastic acoustic-based songs that were played at Woodstock. So let's play through a couple.
Let's do it.
Sound good? So first up, we've got the Merle Haggard tune, Mama Tried, which the Grateful Dead covered at Woodstock. So let's play through this one.
All right.
Was a lonesome whistle blowing and a youngin's dream of growing up to ride on a freight train leaving town, not knowing where I'm bound. No one could change my mind, but Mama tried. One and only rebel child from a family meek and mild. My mama seemed to know what laid in store. Despite all my Sunday learning, towards the bed I kept on turning till Mama couldn't hold me anymore. I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried. Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied. That leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried. Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better,
Thanks. Work in progress. We're all practicing, aren't we? So
We are.
That's a great tune. It was released just a year before Woodstock, so 1968, and a lot of people covered it. So the Grateful Dead, among others, but it was also a huge hit for Merle Haggard as well. So let's talk a little songwriting. So you do a lot of songwriting. So any inspiration for you in particular?
A lot. I grew up on a lot of 60s and 70s music, fittingly enough, since we're celebrating Woodstock.
Sure.
Leonard Cohen, Bob Dylan, Joni Mitchell was really big for me. Her record Blue was one of the first ones, and actually Chris Christopherson was another big one for me as well.
Oh, that'd be a Chris Christopherson, eh?
Yeah.
A great segue to the next song. So just remember that all the songs that we're playing through here today, we have lessons up on Fender Play. So sign up for a free trial and give it a shot. So last up, before we get to our special ending of the show, let's finish with a classic acoustic tune. Chris Christopherson wrote it, Me and Bobby McGee. Now, full disclosure, of course, Janis Joplin performed at Woodstock, but she didn't perform this. So forgive me for that, but it's still a great rendition. It's gonna be okay. So, but there's arguably a few more iconic songs than this song.
It's a classic.
And Janis's version is pretty awesome.
Pretty great.
So let's play through Me and Bobby McGee.
All right.
Busted flat in Baton Rouge, headed for the train, feeling nearly faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed the diesel down just before it rained, took us all the way to New Orleans. I took my harpoon out of my dirty red bandana and was blowing sad while Bobby sang the blues. With that windshield wiper slapping time and Bobby clapping hands, we finally sang up every song that driver knew. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing ain't worth nothing, but it's free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and my Bobby. From the coal mines of Kentucky to the California sun, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul. Standing right beside me, Lord, through everything I'd done. And every night he kept me from the cold. Then somewhere near Salinas, Lord, I let him slip away, looking for that home I hope he'll find. And I'd trade all my tomorrows for a single yesterday, holding Bobby's body next to mine. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing left is all he left for me. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Buddy, that was good enough for me. Good enough for me and my Bobby McGee.
So great song to practice singing and playing along to, right?
Absolutely.
And so that song's released just before, or just after rather, Janis Joplin's death. It topped the charts in 1971. Don't judge me. And was covered by a lot of seminal artists, including Waylon Jennings, The Grateful Dead, Dolly Parton, Johnny Cash, and others. So great music, fantastic time for music. But now it's time to get to the homework. So Fender Play is a learning app. So every week on this show, we assign homework. We've got players of all different levels. Mara, do you want to tell the beginners what their job is this week?
Beginners, your job this week is to strum your favorite Woodstock tune for us.
Awesome. If you're a little further along in your playing, play the riff from Susie Q, for example, using that E minor pentatonic scale, or you can make up your own riff. What about the super hot shots? How are they going to blow our minds?
Blow our minds by playing us your favorite, your shredded version of the Star Spangled Banner.
Go for it. We got that one on Fender Play too. So community shout outs. So every week we celebrate. We've got a great learning community and people are supporting each other and uploading videos of their awesome playing and their progress. So who's our first shout out?
First shout out goes to Simmons Gale. Simmons finished level 1 of Fender Play. Congratulations, Simmons.
Awesome. Super awesome milestone. And also Simon Smith shared his first video of himself in the community playing Blackbird by the Beatles. So thanks for sharing that, Simon, and please keep it up. Now it's time for Fender Play updates. Every week we add new content to the site. So the first song for this week is?
I Will Always Love You by Queen, Dolly Parton.
Awesome. And we also have new song, Naked As We Came by Iron and Wine. Okay, so now before we end the show, as promised, we have a special performance. We're going to jump to our lobby and Chris is going to end the show Woodstock style with his own super shredding version of the Star Spangled Banner. So before we get to that, I want to give Mara a big thank you one more time.
Thank you.
So
Thanks for having me.
for sure, I know you're performing around LA a bunch. When's your
Yeah.
next show?
Next show is this Saturday at KCRW's. Some shredding in the background, don't mind that. KCRW's Chinatown Summer Nights.
Awesome.
And then the next weekend, Saturday, I'm playing Echo Park Rising with my band. And then at the end of the month, we're playing at the Moroccan Lounge.
Awesome. So
Yeah,
some
August 29th, I believe.
August 29th,
That's
great.
Thursday.
So some great opportunities to hear you live.
Yes. Come
Amazing.
out. Come
Cool.
say hi.
Come do it. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Mr. Chris Griatti. Chris Griotti, everybody. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Mara. Thanks, Chris. We'll see you next week for Fender Play Live. Bye-bye now. Let's hear a big G chord. Can I get a big G chord?